SavageForty9's. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here we go. Show it up. Check. Crunch. 36. 57.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check nickel. Lock. I got you. Get him, you got it. Go, Mike 51. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Hey, let's go.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Watch twins.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 99. Check 99.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Kill. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 46.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Here we go.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Check 31.
Garoppolo being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slam. Out. Quick dash. Go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You better bring.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Shoot. Check 24.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the left.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Jumper. Motion.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10. 22 jet bomber. Kill.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. We own that.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete. It's Goodwin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Here's Gordon. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Goff eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their
touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Uses the stiff arm, evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet, just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the Rams, 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
At the 49ers 39.
Play action. It's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check safety. Rush in. 12.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 22 yards there, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This is Coleman. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 52. Check. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play.
You can't stop me.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Kill. Check 13. 21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 29-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
Check 4, check 4!
Check, 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 check!
Set hunt! Set hunt!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Bang, 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 bang.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go, D. Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down.
21, 21.
I got you, 44. I got you, 44.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
25, check 25.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go. Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right. Watch the slant. Check your hot read. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
21, 21. Set hunt!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to get away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Goff. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Second tone, kill. Second tone, defense, let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to maneuver. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
White. Shoot.
Tight dog.
Hey, gun. Mike 51. Six. Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Check the backer.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's coming. Double up.
11. 13. Slam. Hey, wahoo. Mike.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the 49ers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K, look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal down. I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10.